All right, Susan Campbell Cross, our lifestyle expert, says about errands.
Yeah, you want to save time running errands. The less time you spend running errands, the more time you have for fun.
Like, we don't like to have fun around here.
Oh.
Of course we do. Okay,
Yeah.
help us save time on running our errands, because I at least once a day I find myself saying that, oh, I've got some errands to run.
Yes. Well, the first tip, I've got 5. The first tip is you want to get organized. The more organized you are, the faster you're going to get through everything.
That doesn't sound like any fun, Susan.
Well, it is, because you can make a sort of a game of it by finding.
Oh, now you have my
Well,
attention.
yeah, you want to hunt down a shopping center where it's like one-stop shopping. I go to a place that has a post office, my bank, dry cleaner. As many of the errands that you usually run in one place, the better. Less times you have to park the car.
and you know, those of us that live out a little bit farther, like I live out in Alpine, that's really important, because to run an errand might be a 30-minute drive for us.
Exactly.
So, okay. All right, so we'll
Exactly.
get organized. I don't have a problem with that. When you say make a game out of it, I can do that.
Okay.
What about the kids, though? How do you deal with that? You've got 3.
Yeah, I've got 3 kids now. They're bigger now, but when they were little, I used to have trouble with them, as a lot of parents do. Every aisle was a fight, because they always saw something that they couldn't live without. And it just, exactly. And so it would take me so much longer to get through my errands. I found a great solution for this. You want to reward, notice I didn't say bribe.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to reward them for good behavior.
It's all in the phrasing.
Exactly. It's all in how you frame it.
But it's in the attitude. Yeah,
exactly. So what you want to do is create a little reward goodie bag, prize bag. One trip to the dollar store is going to save you so much time and argument.
Is the dollar store not the coolest invention ever?
I love it.
I mean, it wasn't, you know, like 100 years ago when a dollar was worth like $1,000 in today's dollars, but now.
I'll tell you, whoever came up with the dollar store should win the Nobel Peace Prize, because you can stock up on all kinds of goodies and keep your kids happy and focused and helpful when you're running errands. They know that when they're finished, they get to reach in that bag and pick out a prize.
Good tip.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a great one for keeping lists and checking things off, but now I'm stuck somewhere now between, you know, the old legal yellow pad and my smartphone.
Well, the good news is you can combine both and snap a picture with your smartphone of your to-do list. That way you will never leave it behind, because I don't know about you, but my phone is like a third leg, or, you know, I'm not going to leave that at home.
I'm really starting to get dependent on it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's okay.
It's helpful.
It works.
It really does. So snap a picture with that smartphone of your to-do list, and you'll never leave home without it again. You can also use apps. There's apps like Evernote. You can use these things to sync your list with your other technology, and also with your hubby's technology, because when you're out running errands, your significant other might also be running errands, and the last thing you need is 2 gallons of milk when you only need 1.
And duplicating effort, yeah.
Right. So when you cross something off...
That's not a problem around my house.
Oh, well, for some people... wait a minute now. Who's not doing the errands? You or your wife?
I like to help.
All right, well,
I picked up dinner last night.
See, that's awesome. And if you had crossed that off your Evernote list, it would also be crossed off of your wife's list.
Okay.
So that's a great way to...
okay, so I do see what you're saying.
It's
syncing up your list. So, because that has been a problem in the past, where you're great at keeping lists, but you have no idea what the other person's doing.
Exactly.
So, okay, like it. Don't do them. What do you mean with don't do them?
Now, I'm going to tell you something funny. My mother-in-law, bless her heart, she used to say this all the time. Don't ever do anything that you can get someone else to do for you.
Oh, so for your errands, you're saying don't do them.
Yeah, don't do them.
Okay.
You can use a service called TaskRabbit. You can hire a college student or high school student. Summer's coming. They're looking for part-time jobs, and if they drive and are responsible, you can hand them your to-do list and say, go for it. You will actually save money doing that, because I don't know about you, but I get stuck with that impulse shopping. I see thousands of things that I didn't know I couldn't live without until I saw them.
This is one of the reasons I'm really not allowed to go on a lot of errands by myself.
My husband.
You just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
You do not send me down to the Home Depot.
Yeah, my husband's not allowed to go to the grocery store, because he'll come back with a cart full of beef jerky. I'm not kidding.
I do the same thing. Are all guys like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think they do it on purpose so they don't get sent to the store.
So actually, well, okay, you're on to us. But,
I know,
but
I'm pretty smart.
So maybe hire somebody to do it. And it actually could send you some...
You also can, you know what else? You can use services like dry cleaners that deliver and pick up, grocery stores, Vons.com, they'll deliver your groceries. There's ways to get out of just about everything.
Finally, you got to do your homework. Do a little research.
Yes, if you do your due diligence, you will save a lot of time. There is a time and a place for everything, and there's also a best time for each place, meaning there are times when the DMV lines are not as long. Same thing at the bank, same thing at the doctor's office. The wait time is less. If you make a phone call or even just Google what is the best time to do X, Y, or Z, you're going to save a lot of time because you'll know when to go and beat the crowds.
Very good. Do you want to send us someplace for more information, like SusanCampbellCross.com?
Yes, you can go to SusanCampbellCross.com for all kinds of great tips and advice. And also, I wanted to mention, I have a book called The Fabulist. List it, live it, love your life.
Love it.
And since you're saving so much time running errands, you will have time to not only read the book, but do what the book is about, which is make a life list and live it, and actually enjoy and make the most out of every day.
Fantastic. SusanCampbellCross.com.
That's it.
Can't beat that.
I don't think so.
It's always good to see it. I got to go.
Me
I
too.
got to have some errands I have to run.
Yes, well, don't forget your list.
Okay. Thanks, Susan.